Hey everyone, it's Tyler from Tyler's Tarot, and I'm here to show off my collection of weird stuff. I'm a really bad collector of things. I actually have too much. I'm not a hoarder per se, but I do hoard things that I find that are collectibles, or it's not so much to where it takes me over. Literally, it's just enough to fit in my car, and that's about it. I've had to get rid of a lot of stuff over the years, but let's do it. All right, let's do this. How's everybody doing? Who's all up in here? Say hey, everybody. Who's in here? Hello. I'm gonna show y'all some things that I've collected since I was a kid. Like since I was a kid, it's pretty bad, pretty bad. Hey, Jackie Rivera, Andrea Bermudez. Ah, how y'all doing? All right, let's see. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna show y'all some things. I want to wait till the room gets a little bit more full, and then we'll do it. I don't want to do it with a room just full of 7 because people will be asking, What'd you show off? What'd you show off?" Because they wasn't in here when it started. So, yes. Oh my God, it is Friday, is it? It is a Friday. Lord, that's right. I take a look at you and see. Hey, Sadie Houston, how you doing? Damn, this camera makes me look so good. I look screen fresh, don't I? I do. Oh, my reflection's showing. Fuck, no. You're in San Diego this weekend? Wow. I wish I was in California. I've always wanted to go there. I just can't really seem to make it out there to save my damn life. So I'm like, I guess it ain't meant for me to go out there. I guess it's not meant for me to go out there. Oh, you're good, Sadie. I'm good too. I'm good too. Nice to have you in here. I knew I was gonna make you a moderator because I know that you moderate for Big Mama. Shout out to Ask Big Mama's Tarot. I'm about to show you also a collection of my things. I just want to wait till the room gets a little bit more full. That way, people don't come in and say, "What are you showing off?" Because they missed it basically. All right. So I'm going to be sure to timestamp in the thing where the collection show off started. Literally, this is just a collection of things. You may not be interested in them because y'all are a bunch of women. I collect a lot of macho stuff, like, but I'm a huge fan of horror movies. Hint, hint, horror movies. I love scary movies. I love anything that's dark, mysterious, scary, things that people don't want. I want it. Items that are shunned from the mainstream America. I'm a huge fan of it. So, so this is the show for you if you're interested in that type of stuff. If not, you can just basically, no, I do not collect dead animals. No, God no. In fact, when I was down at my family's house, literally there was dead butterflies on the wall, like they had hung up. That's strange. I don't like butterflies personally. It's one of the insects I don't like. Like I can handle any other insect, but butterflies and roaches, I just cannot stand. I hate them with a passion. Don't forget to sing. We love that. Sing for you, Wanda Washington. This is dedicated to Wanda Washington. Here from Holland, centipedes. Centipedes are all right. They're not my favorite, but they're just not. Am I a psychic or just a reader? I'm just a tarot reader. I don't consider myself psychic, although there's people that disagree with that. They think I am psychic, and I may be, but I just don't know it. I'm going to show off some things. I wish the room would get a little bit more full, faster, that way I can show it. Like I would say yes, very intuitive, very very. I can for some reason instead of like normal how do I say it? Okay, so for example, like me, I get intuition through songs. Like if a song comes up, I know it's meant for a certain person or myself. Because I've had people come back to me and say, "Tyler, you know that song you gave me when I asked you a question? It played out between me and such and such." So I'll get songs like a song like literally before I became Tyler's Tarot. I used to hear this song everywhere I went. There was a certain song I'll let you know what it is. But basically, I used to be really down on my luck. I used to have no money to eat. I had no gas for my car, and I barely made it. I made literally $8 an hour at this place I used to work at. And everywhere I would go, I would start hearing this song, and like I would hear it randomly. It was not. It was like it was meant for me to hear it. And it would go, "You can do magic, da-dum. You can have anything that you desire, magic." and you know you're the one who can put out the fire. And I used to hear it everywhere. And after I became Tyler Terrell, and basically I got more bigger and more bigger, I took my family out to eat, with the money that I had made, right? And as we're sitting in the restaurant, I shit you not, and I was just telling him, I said, I used to hear this song all the time, everywhere. I told them beforehand, and in the restaurant comes out the radio, and we just sat down to eat. It says, "You can do magic, you can have anything that you desire. You're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell." I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? Is like somebody trying to play a trick on me or something? So, so I just thought that, I was like, and literally as we're at the restaurant, I was like, look, y'all, listen. That's the song that I was just telling you about. It's on the radio. And literally, Jay had just started playing as soon as we sat down at this restaurant. I'm not shitting. All of the collection I have, I just brought in enough just to show you some things. All right, okay. And literally, I think I got him at Spencer's, but here he is. It's my Freddy doll. And it comes with a big, huge box. And I'm a huge fan of Freddy Krueger. I actually have his autograph right here that he autographed to me personally. Let's see. Wait, can y'all see me and hear me? Y'all see me and hear me? So that's my Freddy doll. I love my Freddy doll. Y'all just let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, all right, good. And then I have his autograph in my yearbook. So I got the Certificate of Authenticity by Robert Englund. Then he personally signed this to me. It says, for Tyler Patrick, Sleep Kills, Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund of 2010. So huge, big fan of Freddy Krueger. In fact, I'm such a big fan. That's not all. That's not all. Let's see. 1 second. I even have the little the pop Freddy. So here's the Freddy in the pop version. I got it. I'm not a big fan of the pop dolls, but I had to have. I had to have this. See the Freddy Krueger on the side, and so I'm a huge fan of Freddy Krueger. Huge fan. I have all the movies on VHS, Blu-ray, and I don't have it on Blu-ray yet. I don't have it on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. My bad. VHS and DVD. And literally, his hat is removable. His hat's removable, and his feet move. See, his feet move. So I love this Freddy doll, and literally, welcome to prime time, bitch. That's one of his favorites. One of my favorite lines by Freddy Krueger is "Welcome to prime time, bitch." When he came out of the freaking, I'm like a little kid at heart when it comes to stuff like this. Do not judge. I'm an Aries. We have a very childish side to us, and as you can see, I'm displaying those traits to you right about now, right? So yeah. So put your hat on, Freddy. Why's your hat going back on, you bastard? Bon appetit, bitch. It's one of my favorite lines of his. All right, so that's Freddy, and it also comes with a mini Freddy. I forgot to show you. It comes with a mini Freddy. I have not took him out, but from part 3, this is the part 3 Freddy, the one that has it's like the puppet Freddy when he turns from a puppet to a human and kills that guy in his room. So yeah, but I haven't took that one out yet, so I'm gonna leave it in. All right, so that's the one thing. All right, so let's put Freddy back into his box. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So, come on, Freddy. Stop being so crazy. All right. Okay, all right. Damn you. Okay, so that's the Freddy doll right there. So let's leave him right there. Apparently, he don't want to go back in the box. He's enjoying all of you. All right, here we go. So that's Freddy. So one of my most prized possessions is this, because I actually have autographs from the actual actors that played in the film. I have from Heather Langenkamp, who played Nancy. She signed that personally. From Heather Langenkamp played Nancy. And here's all the autographs from everybody that was in the movies, like the main characters. Everybody is on here. Literally, do you know the little kid from Pet Sematary, the one that ran out into the road and got killed in Pet Sematary? He was also in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the Freddy. Well, if you don't know him, I'm going to show you anyways. His name is Miko Hughes. He was a little kid at the time. He played in a lot of movies back in the early 90s. And his autograph is on here. And he's so small in person. So small. Let's see. Where's Miko? There's Miko U's right there. Let's see. I have little Miko U's. Oh, where's it at? Oh yeah, oh, right there. Yeah, Miko U's right there. And he looks just like he used to look, except he's bigger now. He's not. But he's really small still. That's what's crazy about it. He played Gage. Yes, right. That's right. And I have autograph of everybody that was involved in the Nightmare on Elm Street. It's all bent up, which I really hate, but I'm gonna have to flatten it back out. But this is everybody that pretty much played a main character in the movies. All right, and that's from the Never Sleep Again on the Freddy Krueger documentary. So I have all their autographs. All right. So another prized possession that I have is, let's see. I've actually read for some people from horror movies, believe it or not. They've reached out to me, and it's the biggest. For y'all, the one that reached out to me, thank you so much. You made my whole entire year. I've watched you since I was a kid, and for you to reach out for my services was a big, huge. Okay, so yes, more. There's more, folks. That's not it. Here is the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Freddy game. It's still in shrink wrap from the year of 1989, the year I was born. I found this, and I thought that I had found the Holy Grail. It's huge. Literally, see, it's still in the shrink wrap from 1989. All right, 1989, the year I was born. This is 30 years old almost, 29 soon. And here is the Freddy game right here. I have a lot of stuff. And yeah. And here's the back of the game. It's like a 3D pop-up board game. You got to figure out who's the one that's playing Freddy, who's the person that's trying to kill everybody in the game. To this day, I have a version that's opened up. I bought one that was sealed and one that was opened up. And I've played this game before, and it's the most boring board game, but I keep it for the fact that it's Freddy Krueger. It's still in shrink wrap. So, yeah. All right. So that's that one. Freddy. More Freddy. Right there. All right, Freddy. All right, I have a ton of Freddy Krueger posters in my car, but I do not have the time to get them all out. I have a ton of them, huge, like literally life-size, stuff. Yeah, it's pretty sick. All right, so, okay, here we go. Okay. And let's see. All right. So I still have my VHSs, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, and the VHS still. This is part 3. Let's see. I also have my Halloween movies. I've read for somebody from the Halloween movie. Just saying. I've read her tarot basically. All right. Let's see. Halloween. Friday the 13th. Look, this is a holy grail too. Friday the 13th, part 7 in the shrink wrap. Who does that? In the shrink wrap still. What I felt is at Goodwill, I'm surprised there shouldn't be no Tyler's Tarot no more. I almost had a heart attack in the Goodwill when I saw a ton of these in shrink wrap. You would have thought that seriously I had seen a ghost, all right? Jason Goes to Hell in shrink wrap, although my niece, when she was a baby, ripped the bottom part off, but it's still in shrink wrap. It was completely shrink wrap until she got a hold of it. I was so upset. See, Jason Goes to Hell. All right. Jason Goes to Hell. Okay. All right. Let's see. Jason Lives. Hell yes. Jason Lives. All right, here we go. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate that. I'm actually in a movie, but I don't have the Blu-ray on hand. But there's a Blu-ray that I'm actually in. I have my IMDb credit just due to that movie. I want to thank Warner Brothers and their division of whoever made the Sleepaway Camp. Thank y'all so much for putting me on. I know you're not going to watch it, but I'm going to thank you anyways. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. And thank you so much because I always wanted the IMDb credit and you gave it to me. So thank you so much. If it wasn't for y'all and Warner Brothers and whoever made the Blu-ray, I wouldn't be on there. So thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Got Halloween H2O. And I have all these on DVD too, but I ain't got time for it. Oh, yeah. Here's Friday the 13th, part 2 in the shrink wrap still. Look at that. You can't find this anymore in a shrink wrap. That is crazy. Literally. I'm surprised I didn't have it. I'm telling you, I was so excited to see all these in shrink. And I also have it unshrink wrapped as well, see? So I buy multiple versions of the same copy Even though I know I have a million of them, I still buy the same thing. All right. All right. Whew, okay. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. Freddy Krueger. Are y'all bored? I'm sorry if y'all are bored. But I could talk all day about Halloween and let's see. I even have Child's Play VHS in the shrink wrap. Child's Play and shrink wrap. See? Child's Play. Here's Friday the 13th, the final chapter in shrink wrap. Look at that. You can't find these in shrink wrap. These are holy grails for horror movie collectors. All right. You know, I even have House Part 2 in the shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. Oh God. Okay, here we go. There's more to show, y'all. There's more to show. This is going to be a pretty decent broadcast. Here's Halloween. That's the original. All right. And Halloween 6. Once again, I'm the most luckiest horror movie fan ever. When somebody that you watch for years, since you was a kid, reached out to you and say, Tyler, I need your services. Biggest shout out to you. I know you still watch my channel. Shout out to you. And I know that I need to get back to you. Yeah, but let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. Here's my Blu-rays or my DVD versions of the Halloween films. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, here's Friday the 13th Part 3 in the shrink wrap. You can't find these in shrink wrap. Oh my God. Look at that. Horror movie fans' freaking dream is to find shrink wrap stuff from the 80s. That's just like the best thing that could ever happen to me. When I found those in Goodwill, I literally wanted to get on the floor, get on my knees, and kiss the floor. That's how happy I was. All right, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. Not in shrink wrap, but it's still there. That's all that matters. All right. So that's all that I want to show of that. I do have the Sleepaway Camps on DVD, but I'm on the Blu-ray version. So if you ever buy the Sleepaway Camp 2 Blu-ray, I'm in the special features, and I got a special thanks from the filming company and the Warner Brother people. That was the biggest point in my life. I never thought that I would go above that. I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna ever top getting a credit in one of my favorite horror movies, and I did, and it was the biggest. I literally cried. My family don't know this, but I would sit there and cry. I was so happy, literally. Oh God, it was the best thing ever. It was awesome. All right, so let's see. That's not all, y'all. Okay, let me put these back. Y'all not hear me? These are shrink wrapped. What do you not get about that? That's shrink wrapped. You can't. I'm just playing with you. I'm really a nerd. Okay. Deep down inside, I'm a big kid at heart. If I ever have a kid, which I doubt it, but if I ever have one, I do know that my kid will be a horror movie fan. I will force horror movies on my kid. In fact, he or she may be in a horror movie. My kid is required to watch horror movies. Required. There is no choice in the matter. You have to watch them. Okay. All right. So let's get to the more controversial. Collection that I have, the one that caused YouTube to shut down one time when I had posted these on here, and they made a lot of big stir about it. People are so anti these things. I don't understand it because they're fucking useless. They don't do anything. But all right, here we go. So here is my 1940s La Ouija. In Spanish, you call them La Ouija, right? La Ouija. But so it's from 1940. As you can see, the box is decrepit. It's decrepit. See? And it smells very old. Let's get it out. Okay. So, woo. Now this thing right here, this is the one that if y'all remember that story I told about me and Dustin going to this literally going to his father's house where his father had died, and we tried to contact Didn't work, but this thing is really old. It's older than majority of these people in this room right now. It's really from the 1940s. It doesn't look, it looks brand new and good condition, but as you can tell by the box, it's really old, really old. Let's see, that's one of them. Then I got, I literally, every time I see a Ouija board at a yard sale, I don't care if it comes from somebody that's selling it, if they're a witch, I don't care if they're a Satanist, I'm going to buy it. So if I go to a yard sale, if they're like known Satanists, I'll buy it still. That's how crazy I am. So here's the more junky version from the 1970s. As you can see, you have the people with the hippie bracelets on and the hippie rings. Ouija, look at the, I mean, you can tell by the font that it's from 1970s. It's like 1972. Let's see. How do you pronounce it in English? You go Ouija, like Ouija, but in Spanish, La Ouija. One time there was a Spanish guy at my job, no shit, the last job I worked at. He goes, you play with La Ouija? I said, yeah. He goes, Diablo, you Diablo, tu Diablo. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Call me the devil in Spanish. It don't work. Not to me. It may work for other folks, but it's so old it has like, let's see. He goes, tú es la Ouija. He said, tú es Diablo. Tú es. All right. And there's the Ouija. The little pointer thing is not in here, but I know it's somewhere in my car. I do know that. But this one's really basic, nothing special, basically. So really basic, nothing too great, nothing too good. So all right, so let's see. And I've used these things for so long. I used to get so upset when I was younger. I was like, it don't work. And I felt like I wasted my money. But then it got to the point where I was starting to collect them. I would literally see one at a yard sale. Literally, I've seen one at Goodwill before. Goodwill, the church place or the place. I'm like, how? Wow. You just, yeah. And so here's the one. I bought one of these for my sister too. She has one and I have one, but this is the pink Ouija board. I only got it because it was a Ouija board. I do not like the color pink. I hate the color pink with a passion. And it comes with a carrying pouch. There it is. Carrying pouch. That way, a 13-year-old girl can take it on a sleepover and basically just throw it over her shoulder and go, all right. That way you can take, it's like a portable devil portal. and let's see. Okay. I have so much more than this, y'all. I'm only showing y'all this literally the tip of the iceberg. I just don't have enough. I didn't have enough space in here for all this shit. Oh, damn it. I think it got. Literally, that's the little thing. And it even has where you're supposed to put your fingers at. That's what's crazy about this. Like it's got a finger places. So yeah, all right. And I shit you not. This version, when I saw it, because I bought my sister one too, she actually has it still. Other day I noticed she had it in her collection. So she doesn't like Ouija board, but I bought her one because it was pink. Damn it. Anyways, y'all, it has, okay, I'll just show you real quick. All right. Let's see. Okay, well, damn it. Shit. And Toys R Us literally was selling them for $6 a piece just to get rid of them. Like, I don't think because of the devil part about it. I think they were just trying to get rid of the stock of them. They had a ton of them, and they were $6 a piece. But here it is. It is so ugly, but it's as a true collector, you gotta have it. It's the ugliest fucking thing. It looks like Pepto-Bismol took a shit on this. All right, it's not good. I hate the color pink. Hate it with a passion. All right, and it comes with cards, but the cards won't come out. But it comes with a deck of cards too. All right, let's see. That's that. But yeah, I love collecting. I still like to go to toy stores and look at toys just to look at them. I'm a big kid at heart. I really am. And when I was watching this one video, and I've seen it in a few different descriptions of Aries, they say they're like big kids at heart. They like toys. They like to do things that are childish. That's me. I love toys. I still go to the toy stores and look. All right, here we go. So here's another version of the Ouija board. This is the paranormal supernatural join the hunt version of the Ouija board, and and it's ugly, but I like it still. I still like it. It's better than that damn pink shit. I like this version better than the pink one, but it's still crappy. Literally, it bends so easily. Look at that. But it comes with like a little pentagram in the middle, pentagram. And here's the Ouija board. Here's the planchette, but it glows in the dark too. But I don't. Well, you could see it if I basically had the light off, but it glows in the dark. I want y'all to listen to the directions on this. Right, the direction says, all right. It says, if desired, set the mood by dimming the lights or turning them off. Before using the Ouija board, wipe it with a dry cloth to remove dust and moisture. Sit opposite another player or gather around the board if you are more than two are playing. Set the Ouija board either on the player's laps or on a small table between and within reach of the players. Additional players are encouraged to look on and take note of the Ouija board's responses. Set the planchette in the center of the Ouija board with the bottom side pointed to the right or left of the board so it's sideways. Place 2 fingers lightly on the planchette. Now concentrate. What do I do now? Players take turns asking questions and all should agree to the question being asked. Ask only one question at a time. Ask your questions slowly and clearly and wait to see what the planchette spells out for you. If nothing happens, try asking another question. Allow 1 to 5 minutes for an answer to come. When finished, don't forget to always say goodbye. Wow. All right. So that's that one. Is somebody getting smart in here? Oh, I thought somebody got smart. Sorry. There's the back of the board, too. I do have the glow-in-the-dark Ouija board, but for some reason I couldn't find it. So now here's the one that you most commonly see. If you're a 90s kid or if you grew up in the 90s, you most likely saw this one. This is the one everybody knew of right here. All right, so this is La Ouija. This Defiant Oracle. Literally, this is how I love how they market these boards. It's so funny. Literally, the questions are this. Will my parents let me go to the concert? What should I wear? Does Tommy know I like him? Who told him? Will I pass my history test? What grade will I get? How will I ever be tall enough to slam dunk? How tall will I be? Who does that? You're asking Satan if you're going to go to the prom with Tommy. Satan could care less what you and Tommy are up to. All right. He cares about the damnation of your souls, you idiot. I was playing. All right. So this is the crappy Ouija board from the 1992 editions. Very crappy, very cardboardish. Here's the planchette. But what I love, you know what's so sad about this? How weird I am. The only part I like about this Ouija board is the red insert. That's all. And literally the red insert goes on this. So it's like, ooh, you stink, Ouija board. Woo. Like that. Then you put the board like that. The most stupidest game. It's so stupid, but it's so clever at the same time. I just don't know why I get such a kick out of them. Because they're so the Ouija boards to me are comedic. They're like a big, huge comedy sketch. It's just really stupid, but I love it. I don't know what it is. I just love it. All right, so here's my other one. La Ouija, the most newest Ouija board. And it looks like a Jumanji board. And it says on this one, it says, Planchette reveals hidden messages on the board. What will you uncover? And this one has a light built into it. Literally, you put your fingers on it and the light glows and all that bullshit. So I got this one from Toys R Us. I got this one, the pink one, this one and the pink one, and the glow-in-the-dark one from Toys R Us. All right, so this one has like a very Jumanji looking look to it. And if you play it with my planchette, the batteries went low on it. If the batteries went low, but when you put your fingers on it, it would glow like a really neon, like UV light, basically. And so that's that one. That's that one. But I love the whole wood look. Yeah, that's that one. And y'all, I think that's the end of my collection. I have a lot more, but basically, I didn't get it all out. I didn't want to get all of it out, but basically that is it. And for those that didn't get to see my Freddy Krueger thing, here he is. Let me put him back in his box the right way before he tries to kill me in my sleep. I don't need that shit. I have a Tyler's Tarot business to take care of. Freddy ain't gonna cut me. Freddy ain't gonna get me with that one. Believe me. Welcome to prime time, bitch. I love Freddy. Good night, motherfucker. All right. Whew. And oh yeah, let me put you up too. Here's baby Freddy. It's a pop version of it. So, yeah. But that's that. And I think that what's so funny is I honestly thought, because I'm a huge fan of horror movies. My mama has always let me watch horror movies. Even when I was a kid, I remember she would take me to. This is how bad my mama was. No, she wasn't bad. This is how my mama was very punk rock, very anti everything, because like she just went against the grain. She was very unconventional. She's a Sagittarius, right? And I remember going to the mom and pop video store at 5 or 6, and she said, "What movie you want to rent?" You know, most kids would say, "Oh, Toy Story," or Pocahontas or something. I'm like, "I want Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, and I also want to watch the last one because I haven't seen the last one yet." And she's like, "All right, we'll get it." And I'll never forget this one time she took me to this one video store, and I rented Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. I was like maybe 6 or 7 at the time. And I'll never forget the clerk at the counter was like, "Little boy, are you sure that you want to watch this?" And my mom was right there, and I'm like, "Yes, I want to watch it. I've already seen it already." And I kind of got a little attitude with the clerk. Like he thought that I was too young to watch it. And I'm like, I've been watching these since I was like 4 or 5. I've watched them for years. And so do they do damage to kids? Absolutely not. My kid, like I said, will be required to watch horror movies. Absolutely. My kid will not watch Disney if he or she wants to. They could. But mine will watch horror movies. I'm glad you found your calling. You're an interesting person. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that is my collection. I have a lot more. But when I get my apartment, when I get settled down, I don't know where I'm going to settle down at. The reason I haven't got an apartment yet, to be quite honest, is because I don't know where I want to live. I don't know if I want to live in this area I'm at or if I'm going to move further on. So right now, I'm just reason I've been so rattle-brained lately is because, and like kind of nervous acting, is because I don't know where I'm going to end up moving. But so y'all, that is my collection. Hey, Helen Harris, you missed the whole. Helen Harris, have you been in here or have you just now tuned in? Just now. I need a cigarette. Oh, you missed my old collection. Damn it. And I have a ton of tarot cards. I will show off my tarot collection. I think that would have been the most logical next step to show. But I was like, I want to show my other collection first. Y'all have seen some of my tarot, most of the tarot cards. I have a ton of tarot cards collections. I have a huge collection of tarot cards. Because there's a store. I don't want to give any shout outs to any stores. But basically, there's a store in Woodstock that I love. It sells all witchcraft items and all that stuff. And me and my friend Kelly went there. And basically, I ended up buying all these damn tarot cards. That's the most collection of tarot cards I had ever seen. I was like, wow. And then Norman Bates from Psycho, right? I like the movie Psycho. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Like one of them. It's not my favorite, but who worked at the video store? Oh yeah, I like The Shining. Yeah. Oh yeah, I showed off my Ouija board collection, Helen. When I come and visit you at some point in New Jersey. Oh, I didn't mean to say your state. I'm sorry. When I come visit you, sorry. Me and you are gonna use this. We're gonna use this. That's fine. I know you don't want to use these. I had to throw that in there. Hope you ain't mad at me. I didn't mean to say that. You know I don't have no damn filter. I don't watch what I say, so. And you know what? Let's see. As a kid, I was always that kid that was very strange. I loved anything that had to do with witchcraft or anything that was dark and mysterious. Oh, okay, good, Helen. Okay, I almost panicked. I'm like, why did I say that? But literally, I like anything that's dark, mysterious, scary. My mama used to say I talk to ghosts, which I don't remember, but I remember very vividly. I remember very vividly. The only memory I remember is when I lived in this blue house. I'll never forget it. And we're in Georgia, and I was sitting there one time, and there's this thing that was under my bed, and it used to come up and try to bite me. It's come up and try to bite me. And I didn't know what that thing was. It used to freak me out. And I remember I would be very conscious. It wasn't like a dream. It wasn't a child's nightmare. But I remember she used to say I used to sit there as a kid and talk to these imaginary things. And she said it wasn't like a schizophrenia type thing. It was literally me talking and back and forth to something. And I lost that gift. It went away. I feel like Kristen from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 when she lost her gift. That's how I feel. I'm like, damn, I used to have it and it just went like that. Gone. Yes, I actually don't live too far from Savannah. Actually, the other day I almost went to Savannah because I kind of got lost and literally I took the wrong exit and it was the exit to go to Savannah. I'm like, what the fuck? And Savannah's the most haunted place in Georgia. So, all right, have a good night, Florencia. And I remember even as a kid, when I would talk to folks, I would always know, like my classmates, whoever I was talking to, I would always know what's going on in their life, and they wouldn't tell me. And then when it would come out, or when they would just like happen to mention what's going on in their life, I'm like, I already knew that. I don't know how I did, but as an adult, it just kind of went away. It's like, all right, you're psychic list now. You don't have that gift anymore. And my mama, I went, like I said, I've said this story before, but I asked her in the car about 2 weeks ago. I said, does my success shock you at all with Tyler's Tarot and all that? And she goes, no, because she said, I always knew you had that gift. She said, I always knew you had it. And this is another story for y'all. Shonda loved my story time videos. Basically, I almost ended up on TV when I was 18. I was almost on I don't want to say the show because I don't even want to tap into that. Basically, I almost ended up on a very big MTV hit show, right? And the producers were so ready for me to, they was going to send the film out, send the camera crew out, all this stuff. So I almost got my 15 minutes before Tyler Stereo. And at the last minute, I backed out because they wanted me to, literally the producer called and said, okay, we want you to go visit your father who's in a penitentiary or whatever, not penitentiary, in jail, right? And I said, I will not do that. I don't even want to open up Pandora's box. And they said, oh, we want that to be we want it to look real, do all this stuff. And I was like, I just can't do that because they wanted me to go and visit my father who was, who was put away basically, And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. Not going to do it. And he's like, well, okay. And then the camera crew never got a chance to film me. So I was like, absolutely not. And so I almost ended up on TV before y'all knew who I was. Literally, this was a big show on MTV. And so Medusa 333. Hey, Medusa. I like Medusa from the what is that? The Challenge of the Glad? Or I hope so, Helen. You say it. So okay, we'll see. What is that? Damn. Oh God. From what is Medusa from? The Clash of the Titans. That's it. That's yeah. She has the snakes on her head. I love Medusa. I love Medusa. Medusa is awesome. I wish I had some action figures of Medusa. That'd be neat. Perseus. Yeah, Perseus killed her. And I know that she used to be she's able to look at people and actually turn them into stone by looking at them. And Perseus was using this little shield thing to shield her or something like that. Yeah. That's a great movie for kids. Yeah, I liked Clash of the Titans. I actually watched that when I was a kid. I watched that in middle school, I believe I did. We watched it. I had a Greek mythology class and they showed it. I believe that's what it was. I had a Greek mythology class and they showed that. I love Clash of the Titans. I love Greek mythology. I love Greek Hercules and Aphrodite and all that bullshit mythology gods and stuff like that. Even though it's fake, what's so funny is Greek mythology is more entertaining than the actual Bible. I'm like, I wish that shit sounds more appealing to me than the Bible. That's what that's horrible to say, but it's true. Like if that was a religion, I'd be a part of it. If it really existed, I would be a part of it. That was um, that's horrible to say, but that's the truth. I love Greek mythology. Oh, you have a Medusa head that lights up, Tyler. One of oh, really? Um, like I love the whole story of Hercules, and I love the whole story of Perseus and Pegasus, and all these Greek people, Greek mythology. Maybe I was Greek in a past life. Who knows? Hell, because the thing is, I have a big infatuation with Greek mythology. Like I love the Parthenon and whatever it's called, Parthenon, Colosseum. Sorry, the Greek Colosseum, and I like Zeus and Hera, and um, to me that sounds more appealing. That's what's sad. And I remember when I was in the Greek mythology class. I'm like, this sounds more appealing to me than the actual religion, like actual like real religion. I'm like, damn, why can't this be real? This sounds like people fighting off titans, and I'm like, that to me it sounds so much cooler. Like going around fighting titans and fighting these beasts. That sounds to me more cool. I do plan to visit Greece. I would love to visit Europe. Period. Europe and as in a whole. So no, I don't think I've watched the Spartacus series though. Love, Light, and Fluffiness. I don't think I have. Thank you, Lavinia Rose. The Trojan Horse. Like I don't know. I'm just really weird when it comes to stuff like that. I love like to me the Bible. Every time I even tried to read the Bible, like I just like to get boring. It's like ugh. It's like boom boom boom. And I'm not downing the Bible. I'm not downing religion. Everybody should be able to like freely worship what they want. But even though I know all the stories of the Bible, majority of them, I just get bored. I want to fall asleep. I'm like, ugh, what the hell is this? You know. You know what's so funny is I know that if I ever like got to speak to Jesus or God in person, he'd probably say, "What the hell did I do? Why did I create such a monster?" Because literally, my grandfather was a Baptist preacher. He literally owned his church, and he was a Baptist preacher. And I'm thinking, this just does not sound right to me. Like it just didn't fit well with me. Like something just ain't right about it. Something just not right. And he go, you need to get that devil out of here. You know, I'm like, well, damn, if I got the devil in me, damn, the devil must be one cool freak. He literally, I had my family for years told me I was possessed by something. They told me I was really possessed by something. Thank you, Helen. Appreciate that. And so I am not a avid Bible follower. I never have been. Though I do not down anybody that has religion. I think everybody should have something they believe in. If you want to believe it, fine. But guess what? I'm not going to take it as my own beliefs. All right. That's why it took me forever to believe in angels, even though I do believe in angels now because the whole incident with Helen. Believe me, she freaked me out that night. Ugh. So angels, in my opinion, do exist. I do have proof of it now, but I don't know about the whole Bible thing. I just don't buy that whole thing. It just to me, it doesn't sound right. You know, I have read the Bible cover to cover. I explore everything before I speak on it. Yes, I know majority of the Bible's stories. The Judas and the Judas betraying Jesus and Jesus getting crucified and Adam and Eve and Noah's Ark, which makes absolutely no sense. How in the hell could that even be physically possible? It's beyond me. Noah's Ark, but this is I do believe in angels. Yes, I do, and I'm not afraid to state that specifically. But um, what kind of car am I thinking about getting? I want a Toyota. I love Toyota cars because they last forever. I've had my Toyota for almost 8 years, and it's never really done. I tell you, it's never done me wrong. 100 people can read it, but each one interprets it differently. Absolutely, absolutely. My favorite line from Poltergeist is because somebody said Poltergeist is "They're here, they're back." That little girl, that little girl Heather O'Rourke, like that's sad about her. She died and stuff. I thought that was so sad. She got to finish the last movie and then she died. I'm like, that's sad. It's really sad. That movie must have. They say that movie had a curse on it because if you look at it, they said they used real skeletons in the first one, which they did. The director admitted to it. He said, "Yeah, we used real skeletons, real people's skeletons." And the Indian guy from part two, I think it was part two, I think, he said that when he went on the set, he thought it was cursed, which I don't believe in curses. It's stupid, like honestly. But he said that because a lot of people started dying from that film. A lot of it, even the girl that played Heather O'Rourke's sister in the movie, the first one, she died. She got killed, and the guy got off with manslaughter. Not kidding. She got killed. Then Heather O'Rourke died. They're buried in the same cemetery. Now you look this up. This is all facts. They're buried in the same cemetery. Um. Yeah. But my favorite character in Poltergeist is the Indian guy. I thought he was so amazing. I'm like, damn, Indians are cool. I think the Indian culture to me is so cool to me. I just think that like American Indian, like the Native American Indian, they are so cool to me. Like I think that is just so cool. I have an infatuation with Indian culture. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Let's see. And what's so funny is I'm gonna tell a story. My brother's house. I'm not shitting you. When I lived at my brother's house, the one with the bears that always, the one with the bears always in the backyard, and the bears would be out there every time I would go have a cigarette. And the bears don't bother you. The bears treat you like you're just a sideshow attraction. They look at you and just keep walking, right? You see bears everywhere. So I have a video on my channel with me and a bear in the backyard, like not too far from me, and I used to see them out there all the time. Well, basically, I used to live at my brother's house, and one night the power went out, and the whole neighborhood, all the power was out. And if y'all remember correctly, if you're a big Tyler's Tarot watcher, you remember when I went to the laundromat that one night because I had no power in my house and I was just washing laundry all night, and I was live streaming from the laundromat, right? And so I had to go back to the house. I had to go back to that house, and there was no power in it. It was a 3-story house, dark, had no light, and literally before they even bought the house, the landlord said something was wrong with the house. This was so crazy, and every time he would take a picture in that house, it would be these little orbs of light. And one day I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. It freaked the shit out of me. Well, I'm not a scaredy cat. I'm really not. One day I was in the dining room area, and I looked over to the kitchen, and I saw the shadow go across into the kitchen. And there's an Indian ghost that lived there because when I was talking to my friend who was a medium who had no idea about the house, didn't even know where I was at, she says, "You're aware there's an Indian standing behind you, right?" And she had no idea of the land, had no idea. Shout out to Chriselle from Psychic Heart's Eye. She's like, "There's an Indian behind you, right?" And I was sitting talking to her on camera, and she said, "Oh, there's an Indian behind you. He's got big feathers and everything." And I'm like, "Oh, that's neat." And I didn't really get scared, but I saw this thing go into the kitchen. I don't know what it was, and I thought it was my mama. And I said, "Mama," and then she didn't answer, and I freaked out. And I had to go there by myself that night when when the power went out. Nobody was there. Everybody was out of town. And I remember I stayed in my room the whole entire time, and I could hear footsteps above me walking across the thing in this pure pitch black darkness. And I ain't the one to get scared easily, but I remember I was kind of like, I had some chills that night. There was something up there walking above me and on the second floor. And I'm like, it ain't no bear because the bear can't get in the house. I'd rather deal with the bears than the fucking ghost. That's what's sad about it. Because I used to go outside all the time, and there would be a bear in the backyard, or baby bears. You're not supposed to go near baby bears. The mama would probably try to kill you. But I used to want to go grab that little baby bear. He was so cute. I used to want to just go grab it. I know that's horrible. That little baby bear was so cute. I was so tempted to go grab that little motherfucker and run and bring him into the house. But I knew not to do that because the mama would come out there and kill me. Because the mama's always nearby when the baby. But I saw the mama bear that one time. She came up in the backyard, that little bitch, and she looked at me and went like that, and just kind of turned her head like she had an attitude with me being there. She's like that, and just kept walking. I'm like, really? These bears are huge. I'll never forget one time I was in a neighborhood, and I was driving on the road to get to this neighborhood was huge. I mean, you had to go 15 miles per hour because it's on a mountain. So they make you go 15 miles per hour. If you go above that, you'll get a ticket from the park ranger. Not kidding. And I was driving, and all of a sudden, this big black blob came out to the middle of the road, and I stopped my car. And this big-ass, huge bear, the ones you see from, like, the movies, the big-ass giant bears, I had never seen one that big in this neighborhood. I've seen the smaller ones, but not the big one. He walked across my car, not on it, but he walked, in front of my car. And as he's walking, I'm just sitting there looking at how beautiful it is. And he turns his head and looks at me and goes like that and went like that and just kept walking. I'm like, they have attitudes. They have really bad attitudes. I want my drink. 1 second, y'all. I need my drink. Okay. And but honestly, if I could, I posted a little comment last night on my little discussion page, and I said, I was like, I really want to own an animal. I want a dog or a cat. But if it was legal, and if the bear stayed a certain size, it didn't get bigger, I would actually, I'm not kidding, I would buy a bear, get a permit, buy a bear. But the problem is they get too big. Like if they had bears that stayed the size of those little cute baby bears, I would honestly buy one. I'm not kidding. I would honestly buy one and keep it as my own, like a little micro bear. Yeah, if it stayed that size, I would buy it. I really would. I would save up a lot of money and buy it. I'm not kidding. But they are so cute though. Like the little baby bear that used to be in my backyard. I used to want to go out there and bear nap his ass, like literally. No, I don't drink. No, I don't drink alcohol at all. This the only thing I drink is coffee and water. I've limited coffee and water. I hate alcohol. I hate the way it tastes. And this little baby bear would be in the backyard. And I'm talking about it would sit there and I'm like, where the fuck is the mama at? And she's not always too far behind because I see the mama back there too. And literally, I would go out there and sometimes they would be on the porch. I'm not kidding. On the porch within walking distance from me. They wouldn't bother you. They would just turn around and just kind of go the other way. They're kind of scared easily. You would think that they would like try to attack you, but never did. I mean, I've literally stood this close to a bear and it didn't do, not this close. It was way more than that. I wouldn't stand that close to a bear. But yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. Actually, I enjoyed the bears more than I did the people in the neighborhood. Here's what's so sad. I told Helen this the other night. Some of y'all remember when I lived there, basically, so y'all know what I'm talking about. I have a video on my channel. If you look up Tyler's Tarot Bear, you'll see the video I'm talking about. But basically, when I lived in that neighborhood for like 6 months, and I swear to God, I seen more bears than I did people. And it had a bunch of houses. I've never seen anybody that people never came outside. They would just stay in the house. It was like a ghost town. I seen more bears than I did people. That's what's sad about it. And so I'd rather live with the bears than the people. I'd rather deal with bears than people because bears, yeah, they're not as bad as you may think they are. Like they're not as vicious as you think they are. They're more scared of you than they are. But at least the ones that I dealt with, as soon as they see me, they would take off. Like they would be on the porch, they would take the fuck off like the opposite way. They never came my way. Like I'd come outside, I'd open the door, and they'd run off real quick. And yes, you did, Helen. I saw that. And they're fucking cute. I swear, if anybody knows how to get a permit to get a baby bear, I want one. I just like honestly, I do. I just wish they stayed that size. Can you give them a potion to make them not grow too big? Like if they could just stay that size, stay, Y'all, I'm gonna be on here for about 6 more minutes, and I like to make my shows if it's a talking show like an hour. I don't understand how anybody finds me entertaining to watch, but more power to y'all. Baby bears are cute. Yes, they are. They're cute as fucking. Hey, Varouche, how you doing? Varouche, thank you for advertising my candles. I didn't get to tell you that yesterday. I love Varouche Tarot. I do want to. I wish I had like a little baby bear. I'm not kidding. There was one time there was one in the backyard. I was so tempted to go out there and grab that little motherfucker. I am not kidding, and keep it for myself. Could you imagine Tyler Tarot goes Jungle Book? Not good. All right. Yeah. I bet that kid from Jungle Book or freaking Tarzan. What the hell is this? Although gorillas are cute, little baby gorillas, I would take a baby. I would take a baby. I would take a baby gorilla too. Well, I like monkeys. Yes, I like gorillas. I think gorillas are amazing. I swear, if I wasn't doing tarot, I wish I would have been. You know what's so funny is I went to college to be something, but the thing is, I got bored of it real quick. Like college is a fucking boring ass. Ugh, college is boring as hell. I was in college for a year and a half, and I hated every bit of it. I hated my dorm mates. Well, not really, but I just say that because, well, for comedy factor, basically, right? I didn't like. Well, I didn't like them actually. Sometimes I did when when they gave me some of their food, like free food or something. But other than that, I didn't like them. And I didn't talk. Here's what's so funny. When I was in college, here's what's so funny. Literally, I stayed in my room majority of the time when I was in my college. Like I had 3 roommates, Doug, Nick, and Jackie, and I just didn't have. Yeah, I've always been a loner. And one time I will never forget it. Nick, shout out to you. When he knocked at my door in college, he knocked on my door and he was trying to introduce himself. I'm like, I have stranger dangers to the max, stranger dangers to the max. And I just don't. And it took me forever to get used to my roommates. That's why but there are a lot of bears. Hey Tyler, why don't you have an Instagram? I'll send. You know what? I might start an Instagram, a Tyler's Tarot Instagram. I just might do that. Just might do that, Varouche. Varouche is in the house. Varouche is in the house, baby. Varouche Tarot in the house. And when you want a theme song, I'll sing it for you. Because I know you want me all over your channel, right? You want my voice all over your channel. I know you do. You have a hashtag Tyler's Tarot. Oh, I didn't know that. It's probably everybody down in my name or saying I'm a this and that and the other. And I can't get away from hate if hell. I tried. Can you start a Cancerian discussion night? I just might, because I have a lot of stories about cancers. Cancers, I like you, but Jesus Christ, you can really be a pain in my hairy, half black, half white ass. That's for sure. But I do like the zodiac sign of Cancer. It was so funny because when I was doing the calls, oh, you give me a shout out today. Good. I'm gonna give you Varouche, I'll always give you a shout out. I'll always give you one. If you don't have haters, you are not real. That's true. That's so true. I'm about to get off of here, y'all, but I'm about to, spirit bear. It is a white bear. I love polar bears. Polar bears they're the deadliest ones. They eat humans, but Lord, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Even if I saw a baby polar bear, I'd probably try to take it. I'd probably try to kidnap the baby, little like polar bear baby. I'm not kidding. Oh, it's a brown bear that's white. Oh, okay. Because the ones that was in my neighborhood, if I'm not mistaken, it was a brown. What was that bear? I don't think it was a black bear. I think it was like a normal mountain bear or something. I forgot. Oh, what would I name my bear? I'd probably name it like Yogi Bear. I'd probably name it. I don't know what I would name my bear. I don't know. I'd probably name him Unbearable. Unbearable, because they can be unbearable. Because I know they can really get into some shit and really tear some stuff up. Bobo Bear. Let's see, Bobo Bear. Yeah. I really want to look into that. I would love to own a bear. I would love that. That's so neat. That's so freaking neat. Varouche, I'm glad you came and I'm glad you shot me out. I'm gonna shout you out too. I'm gonna give you some shout outs too. You just wait. In the Leo and Virgo videos. I know you're a Leo too. And a Virgo cusp. Hey, Ace of Pentacles Tarot. I didn't even know you were in here. And thank you for shouting my candles out. They're not ready yet. Like we're selling like the whole set, like $19.99 for the whole set. It's like a bath bomb, the magnets, Tyler Tarot magnets, bath bomb, and a signed candle. So expect that soon. We don't want to sell anything that's half-assed. So, with that being said, here's a song to that basically everybody wants to hear at the end of the shows, right? Here it goes. So long, farewell unto you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Stop the music just soothes the soul. Cause baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. Cause I've been thinking about this all night long. This type of music just soothes the soul. Cause baby, we ain't got no place to go. I wanna be your man. Baby, lock them doors and sorry, I had to get that out. That's really let me get the fuck off of here. This is what happens when you drink Monster Energy drinks, all right? It makes you act like a troll and an idiot, all right? Y'all have a good one. Baby, lock them doors and turn. I had to do that again, sorry. Y'all have a good one. I'm bad.